Mic on.
Okay, gonna do a VOD review for Good Nights. Playing Halberd. Oh god, it's Dark Bite. Turn this down. Okay, you got Soldier Helm, Stalker Shoes. I like your build. Okay, running Internal Bleeding. What'd you use there? Just your internal, okay. You want to be trying to rip your E on lower health targets because your E does anti-heal. Halberd really doesn't do that much damage at all really anymore. It's more of an anti-heal weapon pretty much. It's a pressure weapon. So at the start of fights when I play Halberd, I really don't like to just spam my E like that because it's not like a solo clap weapon, and most of the time when you're walking in you're going to be hitting tanks. So I like to wait till like we hit or a couple of our galas go off and we get some people around like 30-40% HP, and then I go over to those guys and I start ripping my abilities on them to keep them at that HP and keep the pressure on. Throwing your E out right at the start, not knowing who's going to get pressured or where, kind of just waste your cooldowns. So like here, you hit a one-hand mace tank, one of their galas, everyone's at full HP, you hit maybe one healer in here, but the real hit's going to go up here. Jelly got killed. We're trying to rip. If we're running full, I don't know if we're running full brawl or what we're running. Or brawl clap. Okay, you're just brawling. I like that you're sticking on that guy that's low. And using your shoes up here. You should stay on that healer. That healer in Teeny at best, you should stay on him. Killing healers is really easy on Halberd. You're running too. Not sure why you soldier helmed there, just kind of panicked. You should be watching Levi, the skull, so you know when to soldier helm. Yeah, I'd say your positioning's a little weird. You're not getting the most value out of where you could be standing. Like, let me get this up so I can draw. Um, you're hitting a lot of people in plate. So like you're standing here, this guy's plate, plate, brawler, plate, plate, plate. All these people around you are in plate. Like, here's two healers. Like those are the people you should be looking for. Like go back on this clump and hit these guys, or if you see someone that's low, go on them. Just like here, like you're spamming your W and E on people. Like hitting this guy in Guardian armor is pretty good because he's low. But then again, like he's in plate, so it's gonna be hard to kill him. Like here we got some really good pressure. Like you need to jump on top of you need to jump on top of these two people, on this person, on this person, like any other clothies. Actually, I think this is a gigged plate guy. Ignore that. But like these healers, this whole area back here is where you need to be standing, like back in here, because like this guy's plate, 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 plate. Their entire Zerg's in plate, other than their healers. So like you really need to be focusing on these guys, getting the damage off on them and keeping them low, so that if one of them gets low like this and they take some damage, you already have tons of anti-heal on them, and then they're probably gonna die. Um, like chasing this guy down is not a bad idea, to be honest. Like look, he's still low after that beam over here, and you've got a brawler on top of him, so like up in this now, this area here would be a good place to stand. You just got to be aware of who you're hitting with Halberd, because it really does not do very much damage. You're just trying to help other people kill. Especially with internal bleeding, hitting healers is good because healers move a lot. As far as here, when you get stunned in the center, you're just kind of panicked. You need to watch Levi, their caller, and see if he does anything so you know if you need to Soldier Helm. Here you're about half HP, pretty low mana, no Hellion Jacket up. Here you throw internal bleeding and your E, and then you get hit by a Gala. Yeah, I mean, I'd say probably at this HP you need to get a Q or at least. You kind of want to be a little bit healthier than that when you're pressuring, because you never know when a random Gala, random spike, random something's going to go off. Yeah, you just kind of got waited to get healed for too long. Also, I'm not sure if you're low spec or not, but it seems like you're taking a lot of damage. But maybe that's just me. It does seem like you're taking a lot of damage even from Qs and Ws. And you have 3k HP. That seems a little low, I think, but I don't know. But yeah, you should have gotten healed either way. Go back, get healed, run back in with your mount. I mean, their healers in Darkmight are pretty good. Like, I mean, this person was in my guild. She's a really, really good healer. She's probably the best healer in my guild. So, like, their healers are good. They're not going to stand still. They're going to make you dive to get them. So you're going to have to dive. You're going to have to go, like, all the way back here. You're going to have to chase them down. They're good at moving around. They're good at using their utility well. So it's going to take a minute to kill them. The longer you can sit on them, the better. As far as, like, big mistakes you made, not huge. I mean, like, you're playing the weapon, it's just you're hitting people that aren't very useful to hit, because our win condition in this is either out pressuring them or getting a bigger clap. And if, like, our galas are not, you need to be standing where our galas are going to hit. So if you've ever played galas, like, where do you think our gala would hit? They wouldn't hit here because these people are too spread out. They'd hit probably up here, like in here, like right here is a good one. Like, these clumps are better, and they have clothies. Like, they're never gonna one of our galas is never gonna, hopefully never gonna the outside of a clump or outside of the Zerg where there's just like 5 plate guys. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So you need to be standing preemptively where they're going to and be setting up so that you have giant amounts of anti-heal on their claps. Now, this was a really good opportunity. Like, if you were further up here, this is really big. Like, Finiplex, I wonder if Finiplex is playing galas. Finiplex is playing Kingmaker, so he just did a big clap back there. So, like, Kingmakers, galas, anything like that, you need to be already standing there. So, like, right here, this is where you need to be. Use your stalker shoes and get in here. I sometimes run, instead of internal bleeding, I run the dash Q or the dash W, because really, in my opinion, the purpose of Halberd is anti-heal. It's not damage. Yeah, internal bleeding does some decent damage, but then again, like, nature hots pretty much counter internal bleeding. So if they have nature hots on them, it's not going to kill them. Now, if you have 3 stacks of anti-heal on them and you use the W and the E on them, and then someone else rips a big E on them and they have like 60% reduced healing, in my opinion, that will end up with them dying more often than not. Halberd used to do a crazy amount of damage. Like, this was really good when you run soldier armor, because just the stacks, they'd make your internal bleeding hit way harder, and your E, so then you had enough damage to really kill people. When you're running Hellion, it's a lot less damage, so you need to be playing more like utility. So that's an option to think about. It also gives you a lot more mobility, so you can stay on top of the clumps. So, like, say you were brawling over here and then you saw this clump and you didn't have your shoes, you could W this way, land here, instantly do a bunch of anti-heal, and then instantly rip your E, and it allows you to put anti-heal on people right away. Like, here's a Gala. Here's our Gala hitting exactly where he's supposed to. That's a, like, maybe like an inch further north would be like a little bit better, but like, that's a really good Gala. That's going to do a bunch of damage. Yeah, like, he did some good damage there. He hit Saralita down to about half HP. So, like, you need to be on these people in this clump. You have Soldier Helm, you have Gig Pot up, so you need to not be scared. Like, yeah, if you get Levi hammered and then Hellion hooded, you might die. But, like, then again, our Locust and our players with Cleanse should be playing the game and click W on you and cleanse you. Like, really, if you're playing Locust in this matchup, I don't know who it is, but his sole job should just be cleanse E Levi's stuff every single time. So you shouldn't be dying. And if they don't do their job and you're doing yours and you die, it is what it is. Because look how low they are. This person's so low. This person's so low, so low. They just need that anti-heal on them. And this person, Saralita, if they all had anti-heal still on them, it's going to take them a lot longer. They're probably going to die to Qs and Ws. But that's the gist of Halberd. I'd say you weren't aggressive enough in your positioning. And then when you died, you were playing a little dangerous. Like, here your gig pot's down and you're about half HP. You need to linger back towards on this side if our healers are here. Really, our healers should be up here. There should be a healer here, there should be a healer here, there should be a healer here. They shouldn't all be past this line. If all of our healers are past this line, they're playing like some sort of kite comp. Like, just dive in, start the brawl. Like, they don't all need to be on one positioning side. They need to be able to heal our brawlers while we pressure them. So they should be jumping in with you. But then again, you have to go to where the healers are at. So if the healers are back there, you need to go back and get like a Q or W. Wait till your Hellion jacket's up, because that can sustain you. So get queued up, then go back in and use your Hellion. And just don't panic with your soldier. This hit right here is your best hit on your Halberd. Your W and E here were good. I've seen a lot of people say Q1. I think it's Q1 is much better on Halberd. I'm gonna be honest, I don't run it either, but I've heard it's a lot better. I haven't played Halberd in a while, but the one that's just like the basic Q swing apparently does way more damage. I don't know. I like the root on the Q, so I run that one too. But this E was in W was your best, so that was a good one. Even though it kind of killed you, like that Gallic killed you, but like the pressure you get on all these people. Look at all the, if you can see the purple like right here. Here's purple. All this purple that's on them, purple, purple, purple. They all look like they're kind of sundered. That's your E. That's your E putting like anti-heal on all these people. So you did your job there. You just needed to do that at the beginning, get heals, and go back. Also, I'm assuming Dark Knight's probably running like pretty high tier gear as they normally do. But